Well, with my camera issues still in the works, I'm going to go through this new Sebastian tactic 433. It's called the Seagull. We've done a lot of Sebastian's tactics before. I figured out might as well try another one. As you can see, it is a 433 right now, similar to the style that we had last time around with Liverpool's, Klopp red Liverpool. Mentality is positive. You have a sweeper keeper in support, two wingbacks on support, ball playing defenders in defend, a DM in support, a CM in attack next to a Mazzala in attack, and then inside forwards in attack, and then an advanced forward up front in attack. A lot of this is very similar to a lot of the 4-3-3s that we've covered before. Let's see if anything changes with our three Premier League teams. But in possession, attacking width is fairly wide. Approach play is pass into space, overlap on the left and right, play out of defense. Passing directness is shorter, tempo is higher. Final third is low crosses, work the ball in the box, and run at defense. And then in transition, counter press, counter, distribute quickly, and roll it out. And then out of possession, high press line of engagement, a higher defensive line, trigger press much more often, and prevent short goalkeeper distribution. The only thing on the actual Steam Workshop page that it says is that it's updated by Sebastian. This is a different style from Liverpool 433, but it's also great. So, with that said, how have our three teams fared? Average, pretty much. Tottenham at 70 points. Probably, I mean, it's a good tally for them. But again, Liverpool 92, Manchester City at 81. Wow. Newcastle at 64 points, Wolves at 60. Actually, no, at 61. So overall, it's been okay. It's maybe a good place to start if you're looking at tactics, kind of trying to build your own tactic and you just love the 4-3-3 from there. But overall, I think there are definitely better tactics out there so far. Schedule-wise for Tottenham, not too bad. I mean, kind of shaky over the entire first half, it looks like. Champions League, they look like they're doing okay, though. So you do lose out against Man City in the FL Cup. FA Cup, quarterfinals to Liverpool. So a Manchester City-Liverpool smashing, but you continue on in the Champions League. Marseille, Barcelona 3-0 at home and then 0-2 at the Camp Nou. And then PSG in the final. And I'm sorry, but you lose 2-1. But still, you got to a final. That is massive for Tottenham, especially the Champions League final. Newcastle actually looking a heck of a lot better. You still can't beat Liverpool, but that first half of the season looking a heck of a lot better than Tottenham's did. Brentford, 3-all penalty loss in the EFL Cup third round. So right before that half of the season, you're out of the EFL Cup. You get through a couple of rounds of the FA Cup until you meet Reading. 2-3 loss at home against Reading. I mean, you do have some runs here, a nice January, but everything is really mixed all the way to the end of the season. Wolves, I mean, a lot of good numbers here. A sea of green here. It's a lot of points picked up. Liverpool 0-5. You've got, I mean, a lot of good runs. EFL Cup quarters is where you finally buy out against Manchester City, though. FA Cup soon after. FA Cup fourth round against Tottenham. And then the rest of the season is really not great. I mean, May, you're picking up points. No losses whatsoever, but still 3 draws in a row. Aston Villa. Transfer wise for Tottenham, nothing we haven't seen before. Victor Nelson comes in from Galatasaray for 13.75. Tananga is out. Yeah, it's pretty much usual. Newcastle picking up Daniel Riggy from West Ham for 4.5. And then outs, yeah, the same as always. Wolves actually dipping into their transfer budget, what minimal it is, from Daniel Bragança, I don't know, Sporting, Ricardo Pereira from Leicester on loan, and then outs, yeah, everyone's a loan or a free. With that said, squad-wise, not too bad for Tottenham, I guess. Newcastle seemingly faring a little bit worse. And then Wolves, about the same, a little less numbers, but overall not too bad, I guess. Tottenham's data hub, shaky in defense and very good in attack. You can see the shaky in defense. They do have a couple of things that are higher than the Premier League average. However, I mean, some of the attacking numbers are pretty good too. If they brought some of these up and you're able to get your attackers firing a little bit better, and maybe your defense too, might have had a better shot in the league table. Newcastle's pretty much the same. Shaky defensively, very good in attack. You see these attacking numbers are definitely a lot higher than Tottenham's. But overall, I guess some of them on the other sides are shorter. Defensively, pretty much at league average or below. And Wolves, extremely shaky in defense. Very good in attack. You have some very good attacking numbers here. But team defending, you got a lot of numbers far below the Premier League average than you really would like. Premier League stats time. Most goals. Newcastle up there with 85. Wolves 79 and Tottenham with 69. Liverpool and Manchester City just running away with it. Fewest shots against. Tottenham's in there. Most possession, you got Tottenham. Most dribbles made, nobody. Fewest conceded, Tottenham's in there. 40 allowed in 38 matches. Most shutouts, Tottenham with 14. Most tackles won, Tottenham. Most best pass completion, nobody actually. Most shots for, all three teams are in there, so that's pretty nice to see. And most points per game, pretty much as you'd expect. All three teams in there. Most goals, Alexander Isak with 24. 46 for Holland. Absolutely phenomenal. Banner year for him. Kane with 16. I'll give you that. Most assists, St. Maximin with 15. Sarabia, Neto, and Trippier are all in there with 11s and 12s. Most player of the match awards, Isak with 7. Harry Kane with 6. So not too bad. I mean, all three teams getting in there. Most dribbles made, Porto in there with 111. Hugo Lloris, 40 allowed in 36. Not too bad. So Jose Sa and Hugo Lloris as most shutouts. Most tackles won, Joelinton with 88. Most key passes, Trippier, Sarabia up there again. I love seeing that. Porto in there with Tottenham and St. Maximin, 89. Most shots, Isak, Son, and Sarabia. Son gets a lot of shots right now. Sarabia up there, which is nice to see, 86. And as we always do, we end on the overall stats in all competitions. Tottenham's Son, 22 goals as the top goal scorer. Kane with 718 highest average rating. Definitely not great. Kulusevski with 17 assists, which is pretty nice. And Kane with 7 player of the match awards. Newcastle, Isak with 30 goals overall. A great tally there. 736 highest average rating was fantastic. St. Maximin with 19 assists, which is really nice to see. And then Isak with 9 player of the match awards. Definitely higher than what we usually see. And then Wolves, top goal scorer is Sarabia with 17. Not a great total in all competitions, but still, I mean, Sarabia getting up there is pretty nice. 723 at highest average rating, 16 assists, and then Neto and Cunha with 5 player of the match awards apiece. Overall, I mean, league table wise, it was a fairly average tactic. Tottenham doing well with 70, but I mean, there are definitely better 4-3-3s out there that we've seen, and hopefully we'll see some later down the road. But that is it for me, Sebastian FM, for the Football Manager blog channel, saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.